Aren't there regulations about what Musk can do with Tesla, Twitter X and SpaceX while holding a government position? If the Department of Government Efficiency is going to be an official government office, yes. If it's going to be a third-party private advisory contractor to the White House, no. It's incredibly fertile ground. Regulations and laws are for the poor. It's an advisory post. You're allowed to talk to the president and still be CEO of your private company. You don't buy that seat in the government to be subjected to regulations. You wanted Trump? Well, you get Trump plus assholes like Elon. Yes, there are regulations, but Trump doesn't care about those. His last Secretary of Transportation, Elaine Lankow family owns a shipping company and she oversaw the regulation of shipping companies. I mean there were. But I think we've proven the rich are above the law and above any and all consequences. Welcome to the oligarchy that 70M voted for and 20M voted for by not voting or for third party. Cheers! You mean like having a vice president who is also a major shareholder of a major corporation that also contracts for the government and also wins more contracts while in office? Hint, Cheney who also, BTW, orchestrated with false claims that Iraq had WAMD and dragged us into a long conflict that killed thousands of innocent Iraqis and Americans as well? Who also, at end of such conflict, delivered a no-bid contract worth billions of taxpayer dollars to Halliburton, the same company where he used to be CEO. It doesn't get worse than that. There will be no rules and zero accountability. It's what Trump voters wanted. Rules, ethics, oversight, transparency, institutional traditions, these do not apply to Trump and the MAGA party formerly known as the Republican Party. Yep, just like the president owning a hotel blocks from the White House. They are playing a different game and your rules don't apply. Other countries might find funny to have to deal with this guy's companies, right? Regulations won't matter, because the Trump presidency plans to break many laws and get away with it. Laws are only worth anything when people have the means and will to enforce them. If the people do not have the will nor want to exert that will, then law merely becomes footnote in historical record. You mean like private phone calls to Putin while he had military contracts? Regulations are for people like you. People like Elon Musk aren't bound by regulations. They are all above the law now. At this point I am just going to concern myself with things that affect me and my family directly. I hope that the people that voted for this are prepared for consequences. Well, maybe I don't hope for that. Can we all just acknowledge the acronym? Doge? Really? This shit is not real life. This is an alternate reality or a dream or something. A government agency named after a FC King meme cryptocurrency? Please tell me it was a joke. Watch it be a crypto pump and dump scheme involving the president-elect. The rules no longer apply. There were a lot of conflicts of interest in Trump's last administration, and there will be lots of conflicts of interest in his next one. Unfortunately, a lot of the guardrails against such things in courts and in Congress are more in line with Trump this time around, though they will still probably prevent a lot of the more egregious stuff. No, and you know for damn sure he will make decisions that benefit his companies while hurting his competitors, benefit the wealthy and hurt the struggling. The same government that has those regulations is also the government that enforces those regulations. If Trump instructs his departments to ignore the regulations, then there will be no consequences. In theory, the judiciary or the legislature, being on paper jealous of their power and prerogatives, would use their authority to rein in an out-of-control executive, but that's not going to happen either. The branches of government aren't checks and balances on each other anymore. Party identity has thoroughly subsumed that.